There we go, welcome everyone. So good. Today we're here to have fun. Go on, louder, please. Come on, louder. One more time. Hey, that's when it's gonna come.
This is a cool little sail you got here. What's the size of it, do you know?
It's a 4-1.
4.1?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it was a bit smaller than that. Wow, okay. That's cool. Well, that's actually quite a big sail for someone your size, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how long have you been windsurfing for?
Quite a few years, since I was 4.
Since you were 4?
Yeah.
Jeez, you must be getting pretty good by now.
I'm 9.
You're 9? Oh my
Technically
god. So where are you at with it? Like you can use a harness or?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at using the harness and getting into the straps, but not quite not the best.
A harness and foot straps, that's if you can get to that level, then yeah, everything else is you know, you can start practicing all the other things in the stronger winds, so that's super cool.
Kai.
Kai Lenny and
Flynn.
Flynn. Oh, cool. They're actually cool names, aren't they? So what's the story with you guys? You've been windsurfing for a while, or?
A couple of years now. Started after watching my brother do it for a few weeks and ended up liking it.
Oh, sweet. How about yourself, Flynn?
Oh, I just went to watch one of Kai's sessions and got to try it out.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Oh, cool. So is there something you guys got the bug for? You reckon you'll continue with it for, you know, is something you get into?
Yeah,
It's something I look forward to during winter.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Can't wait for summer.
Have you made a carve job yet?
I have done one or
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
That way into the beach.
That's an important step, isn't it? Carrying a rig.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the way, man. Serge. I was about to ask you what your name is, but I already know your name.
I know your name too. Do you want a long version or the short version? Because I'm French and Italian, so I can be quite long. But
Maybe we'll go with the shorter version.
short version, all right. Long story short. So long story short, we have a lot of kids, about 60 kids, just joining up together. We think Coronation is the place to meet because we get ideal condition. And look, there's not the ideal condition wind-wise today, but kids are amazing. They're having a great time. Anyhow, they managed to do activities together, and that's also another, I'll say, aim of this camp is to get them together. Yeah, they love it because that's their school, that's their momentum, that's what they want. It's a platform that we provide. We step out of the way and they do it. So it's really for them to evolve in that kind of, you know, momentum, and they bring that energy. So really what we're here for is just to get the gear, get it set up, get a bit of organization, and let it roll. And it attracts just naturally, organically people. We got Patrick, starboard, 7 on board. We attract amazing coach. Basti is probably the most talented young guy in W at the minute. Yeah, everyone just can join in because we feel that it's what we meant to be doing.
Yeah, and so how long have you been doing it for?
So in the Southwest, we started that's our 7th season this year. This camp is our 3rd edition. The first one was cancelled. We thought we're not good condition, but last year we still did it. And we realized conditions are secondary. They just want to be together. Yeah. There's a camp, they're gonna have a good time, they play pool, they make new friends. There's more than just wind in that kind of thing that we're doing, what they're doing. So it's pretty cool.
And how have you seen the numbers change over the years? Like, because right now there's probably 60, 70 kids or so, isn't there?
Yeah, and they knew the condition, they knew the forecast, they still came, you know, which is what it just keep building. So we had probably 40 last year, we're heading for 60. Who knows what's gonna happen in a future
so it
years.
is growing.
It is growing.
Yeah.
It's the momentum. 7 years ago there were 0 kid registration membership in WA. We are up to about 80 with joint groups. So this is happening.
harness for it.
Yeah.
Jules?
Jules.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And how long have you been windsurfing for?
I've done it for 2 months around, but I only do it every around 2 weeks. Been since he was 18 or something.
Since he's 18.
Yeah.
And there's your dad there. So it's something that you think you want to continue with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. It's so nice. Like, there's heaps of kids your age here, isn't it? So it's also good to make lots of friends here, right?
Yeah.
Toby.
G'day.
Toby is the next Western Australian waterman. He does it all, apparently.
I've been windsurfing since I was younger, and I'm big into that. And then I just live in Perth, so I'm big into kiting as well.
Yeah.
And I've just started foiling, wing foiling, surf foiling, so try to do it all.
But yeah, did Basti teach you a few things, or Anna? Or
Oh yeah, he definitely does.
is he? Is he a good teacher?
Yeah, he's a very good teacher.
What about Anna? Is she a good teacher?
Yeah, she actually taught my dad how to wing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Perth.
Because these guys, Basti and Anna, they run a wing foil
Yeah.
school now.
King Wing
King Wing.
Foil Center.
So if you're in Western Australia and you want to learn to wing foil, just find those guys online.
I'll grab one.
What's your name, mate?
Paul.
Oh, that's my name. What a great name.
Oh, really?
What, you windsurf too?
Yeah, in Perth.
Obviously we have very little wind, so you got the surfboard out.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And you've been windsurfing for a while, or?
Since I was 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want a lift?
Oh, I can grab right here.
Emerson.
Emerson. Yeah. And you also come here for windsurfing, or?
Yeah, I came in for windsurfing, winging. I hang out with mates too, some of my mates are here. Yeah, it's my first time out on waves on the foil.
Oh, okay.
So I want to try it out. I normally just wing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so you just started getting to the waves now?
Oh,
Well, you're doing well today, man.
Yeah.
Pretty hard when there's not much wind.
Yeah.
Ah! I got that on camera.
Yeah, he's going on the blooper file.
You guys are doing very, very well with so little wind. I'm impressed. It does help, but still, they're on a relatively small board to learn. Oh, more bloopers. No. Yes. Perfect. There's not a lot of windsurfing going on here at the moment, is it?
No.
How did you guys get into it?
My brother, my dad, and my family do it.
Yeah, my dad.
And so what do you guys think about windsurfing in general? Like, is it something that you think you'll continue with, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
I'm learning how to water start.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been able to do one yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. So what's your role with this whole thing, Tim? Like, yeah.
So I fill the role as, this year I'm Vice President for Windsurfing WA. After 10 years as President, I've taken a bit of a back seat to Vice President. But Windsurfing WA, we saw a need in the market to get kids back on the water, and We worked with Surge to build up the Southwest Juniors and then start the Metro Juniors based on Surge's pretty awesome model for getting kids on the water and grown from there. And then Pete from GWC, we've helped out Geraldton Windsurfing Club get started, and this is our second year of the camp, which we've actually managed to run. We had a couple of cancellations due to COVID and cyclones, but this year we're on the water and it's awesome. All the groups have started from a bunch of dads with kids, getting the kids together sailing, and then we've worked with the brands to come up with a model where we can purchase equipment from the brands that they give us some sponsorship through equipment purchases, and then we work on building up a second-hand market. The gap we saw in the market here in Western Australia was no one had kids gear, so we needed to keep bringing equipment in, then passing it on to the juniors as they progress through the sport and start building that second-hand market for kids equipment. The big one is work with your local distributors. They'll help you out. All the big brands have equipment, but Severn and Simmer and Patrick here in Western Australia have been massive supporters, and we couldn't have done it without them.
So everyone's just volunteer, I assume?
Yes,
is it?
yeah, 100% volunteers.
And like for all the families that come here, do they have to pay any money to come, or like?
We have a small fee for the camp to cover the rescue guys. We make a donation to Geraldton Surf Club. There's a bit of money to cover permitting and just the odds and ends that come with the event, but essentially it's as cheap as we can make it and try to be cost neutral.
Yes, it's really obvious. It's all very obviously very cheap and affordable for everybody, isn't it?
Yep, and that's what we do with the equipment. It's to break down that entry barrier to get the kids windsurfing, and it's a model that works pretty well. Get them on the water, get them engaged, and once they actually want to commit to the sport, mum and dad can go and then buy some entry level gear and get them windsurfing and hooked for life.
Yeah, and like, so this, and have you noticed, like last year apparently there was like 30, 40 kids, and this year's like, 60 odd or something, right? So it's definitely, on the way up really, isn't it? I mean, it's... Yeah,
word of mouth is huge. Mum and dad come and see how great a weekend the kids have. Kids talk to their mates at dinghy sailing and windsurfing and go, the camp was awesome, come next year. And we're starting to grow. Hopefully we got 120 next year. Well, that might be chaos, but... 45 was got because never used.
46 is what I've got a piece of drink.
So here we are with Jane Seaman, a local legend.
So what you want with kids is not too big a board. If you end up with a really big adult beginner board, because the kids are on really small sails, they just go sideways and they don't end up having any fun. So we find about the 114 for smaller to medium-sized kids. That sort of size works really well. You definitely want to have a centerboard in it. So again, just because they've got the small sails, and they don't have much power because they're so light and the sail's so tiny, you need something that's a little bit smaller that can actually propel forwards. So with the biggest board that we'll generally use for a kid is a 125. So it's really in that range of 115 to 125 that we try and teach them on.
What age bracket? Sorry, like you say
for kids. So as long as they're just smaller than adults.
Oh, okay.
So but a small adult could learn on a 125 as well. Yep. So the ones that I don't like are just a really, really big, like 160 litre. 140 litre for kids, they just won't work at all.
Yeah, and why? You were sort of mentioning before. What's the main problem with a bigger board for the kids?
It's just the board's so big and the kids' sails are so tiny, and then they just end up floating sideways the whole session, and they just don't have fun. Yeah. Whereas if you get them on these boards are still, they're still often 3 times the literage of their weight. So they've got plenty of volume for the kids, and then but they can still actually make that board move forwards, and then they have fun.
And so what size is this one?
So this one would be a 114.
Okay, cool.
So that's pretty perfect actually. This would be one of my favourite ones for, say, like a pretty small, a kid that's maybe 8 to 12 years old.
Yep.
You teach on something
that's
like
ideal.
this.
And is this board still in production, or is it like...
I'm not sure actually. This was actually our favourite one, the Atomic Duo from Starboard.
Okay.
But I'm not sure they're making it anymore.
Like sales-wise, what do you recommend there?
Yeah, it really depends on the kid's size.
Yep.
So if they're, for the really little kids, like your 6 and 8 year olds, you can go as small as a 1 metre, 1.5, 2 metre, and that's what you need to do with the really little kids.
Yep.
When they start getting bigger, you know, you can still teach them. I mean, the gear's so good now, and I think, you know, there's a lot of really good sails for kids now. So you can start off on sort of just the quite cheap little Dacron sails under 3 metres, and that works pretty well. And then as they progress, one thing we do find is, you know, then you can start getting them into something that's a bit more like a wave sail shape, and that'll work for, you know, like your teenager sort of kid that's starting to plane. So that gets quite good. We do find once the kids get to sort of adult size, so once they get close to the height of an adult, they really start liking to use the adult sails because they find the kids' sails don't have as much power. So once they sort of grow and get to that size, yeah, you just want to put them on adult gear anyway.
Yeah.
The history of the evolution of the school, because we've been given that trailer. It's a donation.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. At the start, it was rusty as, so it's a little bit of rust, but custom made. So we had at start 2 level, and then after 2 seasons, of course, we need more boards. So we end up buying 4 levels. Every level can have 2 boards plus a 3rd board that can get in there.
Yep.
And on the sides, we have those nice little racks as well. We can do the more advanced boards. So we got 2 hip freestyle junior boards. Same on the other side with a bit more advanced boards. And in the center part, we got the room for sails and booms.
Perfect, mate.
And yeah, so in the southwest we have the concept of a mobile school. So we got different spots we go to.
Yeah.
Here they're so lucky, very fortunate. They can have 1 big sea container, 2 big sea container, mega hub. Our hub is mobile. We go in different places. So those guys learn how to set it up, and yeah, they just basically own it.
I said, quick. They're all numbered, 1 to 9.
Ready? Hey there!
Bill, I'll get one for him.
What is this? 7.
What did you get? What number?
7.
7?
Wait. I got 5.
Number 1. Hey, Ted, come here.
He touched his ball too.
Oh, we didn't sail too hard today, so we got a bit of energy left.
That's awesome, mate. Keep going, Layla. You've still got a bit to go.
People keep walking on it. It makes it harder.
Something that you want to read.
All you can do is just get all ready and not on the beach, and I'll show you on the beach for the same.
What do they want to learn?
They want heli tax, I think.
Just okay. So you just spend most of your time doing heli tax.
Yeah, I want to try to get them to do those catapult forwards as well. Those are funny.
Oh, sweet.
Alright, just teach them good for the forwards as well.
Ines?
Ines?
Yeah. Ella.
Ella. Oh my god. And you guys are sisters, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And so, how did you get into windsurfing?
It started in Tarifa in Spain, and
Oh, okay.
I did lessons there,
Yeah.
and then I started getting into it by the windsurfing club.
Oh. And so it's yeah.
I got into it yesterday because I did really well, and it went really fast, so that's how I went fast.
Oh, so yesterday was your first day?
Yeah.
Oh wow. And did you get to sail up and?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And is this something that you think you want to continue with?
Yeah.
You really enjoy it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's cool. And have you made some new friends here?
Yeah, I've made
Oh, that's so cool.
Not lots of new friends because I haven't not even been here before.
You haven't been here before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You like it here?
Yeah.
pretty cool, isn't it? Wow. Do you know what size sail this is? Do you know? 2.5 or 1.5? It's a 1.5. Look at it. It's perfect for you, isn't it? Patrick, how long have you been windsurfing for? I just gotta be closer. So was it 6?
I started when I was 6.
And how old are you now?
8.
8. Wow. What are you trying to practice now? Like, what are you?
Trying to go
Stronger winds and jibes. Oh, super cool. Oh, cool. Oops.
It's called the E-Ride. This is the smallest version, 165. So he did all color-coded thing. So the red side is the Portac side, so you don't have the priority.
So hold on, I'll just slow down a little bit so I can catch up. So you got the red and the green at front here.
So if you're on the red side, you don't have priority, and if you go around, we got the green side there.
But when you say priority, like, what do you mean there?
The right of way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then it's all color coded. So for when you're a beginner, when you upload your sail, you put your foot there on the red spots.
Ah, okay.
So to uphold your sail, and once you uphold your sail, you can slowly move back to the orange spots. And
okay.
as you start to get better, you go to the yellow. So you could put straps. You got a lot of different foot strap positions. So you move back to the yellow, and then you can move back to the green. So now foot straps are set up for the green position. And then as you get better, you can even plane on this, putting the straps outside, and you end up on the blue.
Yeah, the whole board's padded.
Yeah.
It's got the handle at the front to make it easy, and then obviously a centerboard.
There's a big padded nose as well there. It's more
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bit of extra protection. Oh, awesome. Thanks for... Oh, can you get them in different sizes, or is it just...
So this one is the smallest, 165, and there's a bigger one, 205, I think, liters.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sweet. Thanks, Bastian.
Alright.
Oh, there we go. He's done it.
Raff and Raff.
Raff and Raff?
Yes. What's spelled different?
Are you serious? You got the same names? What's the chances of that? And when...
I don't know.
And you guys are not related? You're just friends?
Friends.
What's, how did you guys start windsurfing?
I started windsurfing one summer, and Dad said, let's go for windsurf. Then I got lessons, but he's a kite surfer. When it was January, I started getting pretty good. Hey, Mom. But then I took a really big break. Then I'm here.
Oh, that's super cool. And how about yourself? How did you start?
And me, well, my dad used to do lots of windsurfing, and then my dad got into kite surfing, so we always had to come to Coronation, and it was really annoying, and I always got bored. And then one day I'm like, okay, let's take the windsurf, and then I had to try, and then I really liked it, and then yeah. And Coronation's my favourite place.
It's a good place, isn't it? And did you learn anything in this weekend? Like anything you improved upon?
Maybe learn how to get bigger wind sails.
Yeah.
Like to tack and jibe a lot, that's fun. And I like to go fast, that's the best.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Last year you had about 40 kids, is that true?
That's right.
And-
It's growing every year.
60 this year or so, you reckon?
Yeah, the high 50s, 60s. Yeah, it's been.
Jeez.
And hopefully again next year. Well, the problem now is finding enough camping facilities because we booked out the whole of Goodies campground.
Yeah.
Campground, and now we're running out of camping grounds to put everyone in one place.
Who would have thought that windsurfing you'd be filling it up like
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
It's crazy.
So
how did it all go, Serge, for another year, mate?
Another year, another junior session. That was amazing. See ya. Bye, Pedro. No, it's alright. Oh, that's Drew. Sorry. Let's just start again.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, keep going.
And yeah, kids and young people and the youth, prove us wrong once again. They just energy is so cool.
It's awesome.
They're
isn't
just
it?
happy to be here, catch up with their friends. They find an activity to do, and it's a
perfect.
good time at the beach. They went out and they just just really
It's
show
perfect.
us that they own it, and we're thrilled, really
Yeah.
thrilled.
It's amazing. It's the future right there, isn't it?
It is
the future,
indeed, and look, they all blend together. We got young ones from 8 to 17, and they just blend and happy to play together, which is unreal.
Yeah, well done for everything you've achieved here. So,
You.
see you next time. See you, bro.
See you, man.
See you, Serge. What's that, man? There's like 50, 60 kids.
They're from Perth, mate.